So, welcome back to another thrilling episode of Lost Cub, Alpine style, where we will have our buddy Anton here, who has passed out on the couch. Um, and what is going to happen? First thing he's going to see, along with the sensation of being carefully, kind of gingerly jostled, patted on the cheek, is this.
Makes that little noise, that snort away.
Yep. There is a face in front of you. There is a distinct pressure against your side. You're like flopped over at the moment. Well, partway, like leaned up against the arm of the couch.
Looks over, what? Who? What? I didn't touch anything.
Yeah, you glance over. You'll see this little face. She is flopped against and over as like it's pretty clear that both of you kind of passed out and you each flopped over. So she's just kind of innocently curled against / leaning on your side. But Susie, it's like, hey.
What? What's up? What's going on? Where? Who? Ow.
So, I'm gonna cover your guys' asses, but Dad is only a little bit out of town, so if you two can clear out so I can get a fucking good story going, she should be clear.
That's okay. Should do that. Come on, Heidi.
And yeah, she will also begin gingerly trying to wake Heidi. She obviously looks a little guilty about it. There's probably a good chance that, like, the first night she has been around. She's looking so haggard. Looking a little worn. But Heidi does, with some prompting, wake up blearily, rubbing her face. Kind of glancing between the two of you in confusion.
Susie's dad is coming and he doesn't like visitors so well, so me and you are gonna scatter out.
There's just kind of a quiet little nod. She pushes herself, kind of pulls herself up off of you, and starts kind of rubbing her face, trying to wake up.
He'll quickly just hold his bag over his shoulder. You know what I mean? He kind of slept in his clothes, so it's not that much of a deal. He doesn't have to bring anything. What the fuck am I gonna do with her?
I don't know. You could go snag. I mean, I've got like some Pop-Tarts to throw in a bag for you, but
I can
you guys
give
might
her
want some breakfast.
Food's not an issue. I have the money for food. It's a place to stay for her.
I mean, I should be able to work that out, but I'll need a chance to talk to my dad.
All right. Just we're going. I can get her food. It's no problem. I have money.
Yeah, for now, like I don't know, head to the house or something. Is it?
What am I going to say to my mom?
I don't know. Like, okay,
I
guess there's still a fucking murder in the woods. Never mind. I don't know.
Just leave her with me. He's holding his bag up and throwing on his boots. Will help Heidi pick up anything that she has.
I mean, Heidi came in with nothing, so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he'll pick up the spare clothes he has for her as well. Probably fold them into the bag and shit.
Yep.
Takes her hand and pecks Susie with the cheek.
Yep, she gives a tired little smile, but shoos the two of you out the door. Pretty prompt, like.
Gets, Heidi in the front seat, make sure the seatbelt's fastened, and away we go.
And away you go. So where will you be taking Heidi? Where are you going?
Well, first of all, we're going to get food, definitely. That is the main priority, so we'll stop off at the diner.
Yep. You stop off at the diner.
Mm-hmm.
Heidi is still kind of blearily rubbing her face. Thankfully, she's not really the makeup-wearing type, or if she is, she hasn't had much access to it, so there's nothing to smear across her face. She just... Excuse me, looks tired. Though, as you pull up to the diner, she'll kind of glance around and, potter out of the car.
He'll just whisper, "Stay close by me. I'll pay for the food. Get some food in you, and then we'll figure out what we're doing next, okay?"
Mm-hmm. Well, nod.
Yeah, and he'll go in and find a booth, and he'll pay for 2 decent sized breakfast meals. He has enough. It's cheap here anyway.
Yeah. And to be fair, she seems to be fine. She stays inside your personal bubble. But other than that,
Mm-hmm.
she seems to be okay. She isn't especially jumpy. She does kind of scan around constantly. Not not the open world and the people in it, but like scans, as you sit in the booth, she pops in on your side and scans down the wall, glances up at the seam of it in the ceiling. Very paranoid.
He'll just sit there. Probably would have bought a few he'll order some fucking water and coke and you know what I mean, the standard laissez-faire type stuff, and he'll look at her as he will smile across, sitting across from her.
Nope,
You
she
okay?
nudges in right next to you. She stays
Oh,
on your
okay.
side.
Turns to the side and looks at her. Everything okay?
And she looks a little distracted, but just kind of nods. Mm-hmm. And finally, especially when food settles in front of you and you start eating, she disarms ever so slightly and goes ahead and starts actually tucking in. She seems to be pretty content, all in all.
He'll just smile down at her. She's eating, because yay, eating.
Yay, you can function. Yeah, she doesn't seem to have an issue. She knows how to hold her fucking silverware. She doesn't seem to have any problems. Just acting fairly normal, all in all. The only thing that's maybe a little weird is that she's like insisting on sitting next to you, but no, all in all, she seems fine.
Smiles over at her. So, Susie's gonna try help see if you can stay at hers for a while. We're gonna see what she says. And right now, I'm just figuring out a place for us to go. I do have a place out in the woods. Remember where I first met you?
Here's a pause and a blink aside. She actually looks faintly alarmed when you say first met, now that she's had at least one revelation. Eyes go a tad wide. I thought it was broken.
It is, and you're not going to be sleeping there. It's just a place that's nice and out of the way, so nobody can bother.
I'm gonna give you a wits roll.
Oh boy. Fail.
Oh, barring that, at the very least, I'll give you P&E. Well, she just.
Oh, Discord.
She looks. She gets a little stiffer.
He'll lean down. It's a place where I like to go to contemplate, not the actual place. I found you. Where we went afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah. No, not the other, not that place. No, the place I brought you.
There will be like a half second, and you probably don't realize until she's like very carefully loosening the fingers again. She has like clinched onto the side of your shirt, like your I guess your overshirt. It is now carefully loosening and finally prying away her fingers again.
No, it's an old style mansion type thing. I like to go out there and think. It's quite peaceful, actually.
Okay.
Just need to get you set up for the day because I have to do a few things. But other than that, we've got the whole day to ourselves.
It's more that just kind of nodding along.
And he Motoro eats everything in front of him.
She is not nearly as bad as you are. Then again, she also doesn't have your appetite, and probably eventually will take portions of her meal and just like plonk them over on your plate.
Motoro eats.
since you seem more interested in it. She does seem to be reasonably amused that the second anything hits your plate, it's fucking gone.
And he'll just say very calmly, right, so the plan. After we get out of here, hang out for a few hours. I gotta do some idle repair work. And then might stop by off at my house. Meet the family.
Okay.
Just say your friend from work.
What?
My mom asks a lot of questions.
Oh. Okay.
So just say you're my friend from work, my awesome, super cool friend, which you are, of course. A wink.
It puts a little bit of a grin on her. Okay.
And once she's eaten, he'll pay the bill and shite, and head out to the car with her. Stop off at the shop as well and buy 2 big bottles of water for her mainly. We'll drive out to that old abandoned place to go work on it and let her putter around essentially.
All right. And so, yeah, you stop by, you grab some bottled water. It's not a big deal. Pay the diner tab, no big deal again. And you head out to this beautiful, well, dilapidated place.
Like I said, he will kind of hand her one of the bottles of water, and he said, just keep by me, okay, and don't wander off anywhere. It's a bit still unstable, but I had to come out here and do some work, and I'm trying to maybe set up a little bit of a home base.
Oh. And yeah, you are able to go inside. She just kind of, at least initially, trails very close to you. But all in all, she seems to be okay. She is not okay with the cobwebs. You will end up losing some amount of time to going around the first floor just with whatever you can find and swiping down the better part of the cobwebs.
Ironically, that's probably a good reflection of the roles I made. So actually, ironically, that's probably why he wasn't as good as he normally was at filling up holes and stuff, because he's too busy handling Heidi.
Yeah, for the most part, she's okay. But you go into so much as, pass under a doorway or go into a room with, even the most ragged and, long since abandoned of cobwebs, and she has a proper fucking fit. She won't go through the door. She starts shaking. If she gets trapped in a room with some, it turns into like just this horrified little squeal of alarm. It's pretty bad, but
Yeah,
thankfully you catch on.
Noble Anton does his best to clear fucking every cobweb he can see, so she doesn't have a fucking nervous breakdown in here.
Yeah, it sucks up some of the time and some of your concentration, but all in all, especially once that's handled, she seems to not mind the age. She doesn't mind that it's rickety. She seems to have the sense to be pretty mindful of where she's stepping, especially after the first time she hears one creak or sees a board like move or tip when it's stepped on. She proves to be reasonably light-footed and have some really good situational awareness. Just the situational awareness is not in your favor anytime there is a spider or a spider web within, a square mile of her.
Eventually, as he's kind of idly finished working and has his jacket wrapped around his waist. So, Heidi?
Hmm?
Why don't you tell me more about yourself?
And Heidi has, for some reason or another, especially now that she is absolutely sure there are no cobwebs in the room that he's working in, has been poking around, looking at furniture, opening and closing drawers, just kind of like an unattended kid, really. Just kind of messing with everything. And at current, you start to talk to her, and she's crouched down in this massive fireplace. I live in the mountains with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
That way. Points.
Okay. And what you like to do then? Apart from singing and
I like braiding flowers and cornstalks.
you and my mom are gonna get along.
Here? She looks
She
kind of
loves
hopeful.
she loves her she loves her gardening. He doesn't know why he whispers when he says that, but it's almost like somehow, somewhere, his mom will hear him. You know, that type of thing.
It's also kind of conspiratorial, and again, it kind of entertains her. You know, it catches her attention to lower your voice.
She loves her gardening.
I like gardening too. I like the plants.
Well, there you go. I think it's going to be a good icebreaker when we go over there.
There's a stiff little little nod.
So, do you have any questions for me?
And her gaze drifts back into she's like all up in this big ass fireplace and just kind of poking and scraping her fingers around on the wall. Like the masonry that's been set in there. What do you like to do?
Um, Used to skateboard a lot. Like to hike. I like the quiet mountain places. Like to wander, you know. Places like this. Look around.
And she, as he says, places like this and looks around, it prompts her to do much the same. She comments idly, "It is very quiet."
It's nice. You can get away from the world for a while. I'm also a big Ariana Grande fan. He winks, smiling over at her.
Again, there's a tentative grin. I've heard her on the radio.
Danya. Can't beat it.
And it's a very wistful little smile. She gets, starts distractedly kind of poking and playing with the masonry in the back of the fireplace again. This place is pretty.
It is. Gonna take a lot of work, though.
And of all the random shit, she takes one of the little, are these just normal sized like bottles of water?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's still kind of looking at the back of it and takes the water and twists the cap off. But instead of taking a swig out of it, she actually lifts it up and sloshes part of it back down the back of the fireplace. And starts kind of dutifully, just with her hand, kind of scrubbing at the stone.
Hey. None of that. You don't have to clean that.
But I want to see.
Especially not with your hands.
Kind of looks down at her now filthy hand.
What are you trying to see?
Look. It's a bird. Pointing.
Look down.
And yeah, if you get way down in the fireplace and crouch down in it and actually look on the masonry, on the back of the fireplace, it's not weathered by actual weather, but it is weathered by time and layers of soot. But where she has sloshed water on the brick, on the stone, and started scrubbing at it, you can kind of see the outline of a bird. Some kind of bird.
Oh, I know a secret passage when I see one. He pushes down on it.
Sadly, you push on it and it seems to be, part of the stone, but it definitely is it's very distinctive.
Hmm. Nods to himself. Bird's eye. Look at you.
She reaches up and is like with a fingertip kind of and not hard. She's not like hurting herself, but she kind of is nudging along, kind of rubbing at the edges of the design. Probably favoring the head just because it's I mean, almost everyone will start at the head of an image and work their way outward. So she starts there, and especially as she's kind of scrubbing out more of the grime, regardless of your protesting, because she wants to see. It definitely is uh give me a perception alertness just to see if you like horrifically botch or something.
On my rolls today.
I mean, it would be entertaining. It wouldn't hurt you any.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, there you go. That is not kind of sort of like something. It's very distinctly a crow or a raven. It's a corvid.
You know, that probably goes on the back of his head.
Yeah, it's not like a bird of prey. It's not a songbird. It's definitely like a corvid design.
Look over towards her. Crows.
Mm-hmm. She's still kind of scrubbing, like trying to get a little bit of soot out of like the depression where the eye is.
The crows like me.
Do they?
Yeah.
That seems good. Better than them not liking you.
I'll have to do a favor for them soon. Bring them some extra food. Look over and give a grin.
And she keeps kind of dutifully, like doing the same thing regardless of how you've fussed at or not too. You know, slashes a little more water on it and kind of is, again, not like overall like rubbing her entire palm anymore, but with her fingers kind of carefully um, scraping out soot and rubbing and whatnot to try to loosen it up. Do you know if you feed them long enough, sometimes they start to bring you presents?
I hear if you give them enough secrets, they give you even more presents.
They would like secrets.
They do.
She just accepts this as rote for whatever reason, just kind of nodding along, like, no, that makes perfect sense, and yeah, just keeps kind of cleaning off that one kind of worn, but you know, at some point, some mason chiseled this into the fucking stone design.
Nods to himself. I mean, it confirms this place was a Shadow Lord place. You know what I mean? Kind of confirms it. He's seen obviously the crows like the Shadow Lords. So he's assuming. You know what I mean? I think that
Mm-hmm.
would be a reasonable assumption. Um, he'll nod to himself and he'll lift his head outside, and with time sense, he's trying to gauge what time it is essentially.
You said you're gonna blow like 2 hours on actual work, right?
Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah.
I'd say give it an extra hour just to account for the drive, feeding her, having to run
Mhm.
around and do a glorious battle with a bunch of abandoned spider webs.
Yep.
It's been like 3 hours. You're getting on to, we'll say like noon or one thereabouts.
He'll just check his phone. You know, see if anyone said anything major or anything.
Oh, let's see. Suzanne hasn't said anything yet.
Oh, he'll let her. He figures she'll contact him. You know, it's that type of deal.
Yeah, she's schmoozing. So nothing from her. Your mom sent something about your sister being, you know, a little temperamental today, and can you check on her? And your sister has sent you a barrage of agitated teen girl texts about her boyfriend not answering his phone, not calling her back. You know, she's starting to get really worried. She heard his parents don't know where he is. And yeah, general freak out levels.
He'll turn and look over at Heidi and just kind of step outside and just hit the phone to ring his sister.
Yeah, she seems aptly distracted for the moment. But yeah, pull up your phone. And you
Ring,
ring your sister.
ring, 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 ring.
Who answers?
Hey.
Oh my god, where have you been?
I was busy.
You're busy.
I was actually very busy.
Well, you've been busy a lot.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been keeping in touch. Haven't I?
I mean, sorta.
Some stuff happened.
Yeah, stuff. Okay.
Lizzie and I broke up.
Oh shit! Like, suddenly just like, oh! Like, she gets a little more animated.
She's going to New York and, well, seemed like the thing to do.
Oh. Oh. Where have you been? You weren't home.
Susie?
Oh.
Not that. Not like that.
Uh-huh.
She had a rough day.
Okay. Okay. You say so.
She had a rough day. I didn't want to leave her on her own.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Catherine. Not Catherine. Christine. Ha, fuck you. I remembered. Christine.
I mean, what? I don't
She had a
know her
rough.
dad doesn't stay in town.
It's got nothing to do with it. She just had a rough day.
Alright, sure.
Besides, I think she's going to be my girlfriend. Well, I'll take care of her.
Ha! Knew it.
Anyway, what's the problem?
What?
Well, I'm getting a barrage of text messages from you. So fast I can't even read them all.
Look, I was just mad, and
Why, what
Mom just kept telling me to calm down, and that didn't help anything.
are you mad about?
Nobody's doing anything about Nick. Like, I haven't heard from him for days now.
Well, the police filed a report yet?
Well, I mean, I assume so.
Missing posters turned up?
Yeah.
I hate to say this. He was involved with some fairly messed up stuff, Christine.
What do you mean some messed up stuff? All he ever
was
bought was
doing-
pot.
Yeah, that you know of.
Half the time I had to find a stash for him.
Half the time. I just heard some things.
And who'd you hear him from?
I just heard the rumors going around, man. I'm not one for getting into the intricacies of gossip.
So you heard a thing, but you don't remember who you heard it from?
I just heard a few people chatting, and one person says this, another person says that. I heard from one guy that he was doing meth.
Oh my god, no. No, he wasn't. Who the fuck said that?
All right, Anton. All right. Let's see, who can we land in the fire? Who can we land in the fire? Do we know anybody?
I mean, you can pitch random names. It's not like the people on the list are the only people you know.
I
in
know.
town.
What's that girl's name? Who's that girl that fucking Anton blackmailed? What's her name?
Wasn't it Jenny or something?
Jenny. That Jenny one.
Oh, I'm gonna kick her ass.
No.
No, I'm gonna.
Chris-
Where the fuck is she? Like, you can tell she's like the voice gets a little more distant from the phone as she's turning her head.
Christine.
No, I'm gonna kick her ass.
Christine.
That's bullshit.
Christine.
What?
No.
You can't just tell me no.
I can't. I just did.
Yeah, well, let me know how that pans out.
Christine, you can't afford to be fighting.
I don't care.
Yes, you do.
And yes, I can afford to be fighting. I'm like a straight A student. Jeez.
One fight that goes wrong could get you suspended.
So I won't hit her with the chair.
Christine. Mom. Me. You. The house. can't afford it.
Oh my god, it's not like they charge fucking
Do you want to take that risk?
rubs her face. No.
Well then, don't fight with people. Just smile and pretend like nothing's wrong.
Or don't get caught.
Christine,
Mm-mm. Nah.
young lady.
Young lady.
Young lady.
You're only like a year older than me.
Doesn't matter, young lady.
Don't you young lady me.
I just have. I've actually done it a few times now.
Nope. Not having it.
I will not give out to you but for handling something in private off school grounds. If I hear that you've gotten suspended,
They can't suspend me. They need me to pull up their GPA.
they can suspend you or she can press charges.
So she won't know it was me.
Off school grounds, so there's no ties.
Oh my god, I'm nowhere near her off school grounds. That's just stupid.
Off school grounds?
There's a long pause. A very long and very thoughtful pause. Okay.
Because otherwise I'll make sure that, I got some leverage.
Leverage.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Well, can make sure that those little parties you like to throw mom knows about.
I don't throw parties or go to parties.
Go to them
I'm
and
not that stupid.
I know where your stash is.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I know, I most certainly do.
I think you're full of shit.
Want to take that chance with me?
I'm moving my stash.
But like I said, you do what you want. Out of school.
No, that's fine. Don't worry. I'll handle it.
Out of school, which includes the training grounds, the cheerleading camps, any of that.
No, don't you worry.
And don't get arrested.
Oh, I'm not going to get arrested.
Good. Besides, shrug. Petty girl shit. Nothing more, nothing less.
Nah, fuck her.
I don't know why you're taking it so seriously.
Because, Anton, he's fucking missing.
Yeah,
and now people are talking shit? No
Yeah,
way.
they're
Not
saying,
standing for it.
they're saying the same thing about Carla's boyfriend, and she hasn't said a goddamn thing.
They're not talking. I haven't heard anything about him doing meth.
No, they're saying he was a lying, cheating scumbag who fucking slipped off to have a sex orgy.
Okay, well, they're probably only half wrong.
Like I said, she's not doing anything about it. She's not going around punching people.
Well, that's because she's a fucking
because-
prissy bitch. I don't know.
No, that's because she's an adult about it.
Well, I'm not.
Well, you're going
I'm
to have
petty.
to start acting like one, and don't be petty.
You can't tell me to not be petty.
I am not petty.
Mm-hmm. I seem to remember a certain quarterback ended up with his face in a toilet.
That's different. He started it.
No, that's petty. And she started it, to be technical.
He didn't. He tried to fight me. This girl
Okay,
didn't.
and she committed social sabotage.
Why don't you let me talk to her?
No.
Why not?
Because maybe I want to do it.
Or maybe I could just, have a quiet word with her. I could even get her to apologize to you.
You can feel the frown through the phone.
What? Why don't you let your big bro handle this one?
I mean, you seem pretty busy already.
Hey, don't I always come and take care of you?
You just haven't been at home as much. Okay?
I know. I'm sorry I've been busy. I had to take care of some shit, and Susie needed my help, and breaking up with Lizzie was tough. coming home later.
Promise?
Yeah, I'll be coming home. Actually, a friend of mine is coming over from work with me, actually.
From work.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Thought you
one?
two... New girl.
New girl?
Yeah, she just started the job about 2 days ago. She's a bit of a hippie.
Again, you cannot see, but you can sense the eye roll. It's there in the pause.
Thought you two might get along.
Okay.
Are you mad at me?
I'm mad at everyone.
Why are you mad? Don't be mad at everyone.
You don't just get to say don't be mad. That's not how that works. That's not how anything works.
I said don't be mad at everybody.
Well, some of them deserve it.
Not me.
Look, you've been away a lot. What are you getting into?
Work. Helping out Susie with that photography thing. Might actually be able to get my own place.
You're moving?
Not moving away. Just... I don't know. Might even get my own place for a bit. You can stay over if you like. Might get your mom out of your hair for a bit.
I guess. Okay. Well, I've got to go
Hey,
back to class.
whoa. What was that?
Lunch is over.
What was that pause?
I gotta go, Anton. She just hangs up.
Look down at the phone. Like even text her. What was that?
You get no answer. Meow, 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 meow.
Look over her shoulder at Heidi.
You going back inside?
Yeah, just look over her shoulder as he's walking in.
Yeah, you look over. Her hands are like completely black now. But how to like clean them? It's not working out. She's like, you walk in and she's pouring a little bit of water over one of her hands and kind of like scrubbing the fingers against the palm, like, like that kind of like, this is not working the way I imagined it working in my head.
He'll walk back to the car. Takes out one of the scrubs that he used to clean the blood off one of the car people, although it's not covered in blood. Thankfully. Yeah. And he'll walk over and kind of hand it to her. There you go.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, she pours some water on that and manages to scrub the worst of the like soot off her hand. It's still there in like the cracks and stuff, but there isn't nearly as much of it.
He just smirks at her, as he's taking out his phone, ringing his mom. Because that bit from Christine worried him.
Da-na-na. You call your mother. Your mother takes several rings to pick up because she's a mom and
Man.
they don't always carry their phones on them. But sort of later. You get the hello.
Hey.
Oh hey Anton.
Is Christine alright?
She's been a little temperamental lately.
Yeah, I noticed. I don't know, she got a bit snappy at me.
You're not the only one.
Just mentioned I was doing some things that might actually help me get my own place, and she got a bit very distant.
There's a bit of a thoughtful pause. Anton, I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but your sister misses seeing you at home.
Well, what am I meant to do, Ma?
Dunno?
Look, I'm trying to do stuff and get actual, ahead. so I can, help you guys. What am I meant to do?
I don't know, Anton. Like I said, she's just been temperamental.
Lizzie and I broke up.
Oh,
She's
oh
going to
dear.
She's going to New York, Mom. I couldn't ask her to stay.
Of course not. You're a thoughtful boy.
I have to help you.
Like I said, you're a thoughtful boy. You can hear that she's smiling just a bit, at least a bit. It does affect tone.
But like I said, just I don't know what she wants me to do. I'm trying.
Honey, your sister is still young and does not have to worry about bills and food costs. Doesn't have a car. I think she just misses you and she's worried about that boy of hers.
Well, that boy of hers was getting involved in some shit, everybody's saying.
Again, you can practically hear the shrug. I don't know about all that, but she's still going to be upset about it.
Of course. I know. I'll talk to her when I get home. I'll be home soon. I have a friend from work coming over as well. She's new and thought, it'd be nice.
That does sound mighty nice. All right.
She's a bit. You look behind him. Different.
We got a lot of different people around here, Anton.
She's probably from a hippie commune.
Oh? That takes me back.
Ma.
What?
Just gets the images he never wanted to have. You know what I mean?
So many images that you never wanted to imagine, but that's where your head goes. Congrats.
It's like no. Collapses onto the ground. No. He'll just say she's a bit odd, but she's nice. She means well.
I'm sure we'll be fine, Anton.
Yeah, we'll be over soon. It's just finishing up,
All right.
All right, see you soon.
Bye, honey.
Hangs up, looks over at the amazing cleaning process of Heidi.
Look, Heidi's working this out. Most of the shit is off her hands, and she has now gone, what this brush would be good for. It's like, is it like a scrub brush?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's attacking the wall again.
Oh.
I hope you wanted that covered in soot.
He just makes that noise.
Yeah, there is all kinds of nasty black grime and soot on that scrub brush now.
Okay, honey, come on. We're gonna go visit my mom.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna need to change your clothes.
She kind of glances down. She may be filthy. She may or may not be completely filthy.
Yeah. It's all right, though. I have stuff in the car for you.
Oh. And yeah, she pops up and, splashes the last little bit of water on the thing. And yeah, it is resolved into a far more recognizable, like, very iconic, very dated, kind of
fireplace
image of a crow. Yeah, on the back of the hearth. Well, yeah, back of the hearth.
Ooh. You just take note of it and lead her outside and do his customary bow, almost mockingly. She'll think it's hilarious, but he's actually paying his respects.
Lol.
Then we'll open up the back of the boot, still with your one satchel in there, but he doesn't say anything as he takes out the 2 lots of clothes.
Trying to remember what all he put in there besides, like, her bags. There's gnarled up license plates. I don't think he took anything that was especially bloodied.
No, he didn't.
So, you're clear. She has no idea what's yours and what isn't. She's apparently not looking twice at the gnarled up fucking license plates that are jammed in there.
It's fine. It pays off that she's a bit ditzy. He will then hold up her clothes, like, first set. What do you think? This one, or holds up another one? This one puts them down, holds up the third one. This one, it's a bit summery, matches your hair.
Snags.
Duh. Okay. I will turn a. Oh, how are we gonna do
She
this?
just starts puttering back into the house.
Oh, there you go. I will wait out here.
There's just kind of an idle nod. And yeah, she putters inside and closes the door, and it's very possible she just stands on the other side of the door, but whatever the case, she will quickly change. And hilariously enough, you can tell as she comes back out with the old clothes bundled, has like wiped her hands off, like the last of the dampness and the soot and shit has wiped it off on the already kind of ruined clothes.
I mean, you walk over and bundle them into a pile essentially, so that you can put them on the wash when he gets home essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll turn. All right, we're gonna go home.
Okay.
Plonks
They
in
do.
his seat and drives back home.
Right into the passenger seat. No complaints.
Yeah, he'll drive. He'll switch on the radio and the news, listening in to see who the fuck is exactly missing.
Let's see. Let's roll a thingy here. You don't really catch any mention of it offhand. You're puttering through channels, twisting the dial.
Mm-hmm. And he'll pull up outside his house, opens the door, lets the lovely Heidi in.
Yes. So you putter up to the house. Oh. Sorry.
Kind of
Putter
go.
into the house and
You just go, Mom?
inevitably Bubba comes running because he is the most attentive, the bestest of doggos.
Oh, he has the perfect person who's just going to love him back. He kind of sidesteps, so she goes barreling into Heidi.
Oh yeah. Bubba is hype as fuck. And Heidi almost immediately, plops down on the floor pretty much. Arms open. Bubba launches into her lap and does his usual, like, I love your face! And yeah, all the licking, and she seems perfectly delighted.
Yep. He's just like, my genius plan is now working.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Looks over at his mom.
Yeah, your mom will follow out. Not nearly so fast because Bubba comes hauling ass. But yeah, your mom comes around the corner hearing, his little collar jingling and hearing you calling. Oh, hey. Oh. Well, at least she likes him.
Mm-hmm. Mom, this is Heidi Lewis. She's from work.
Well, hey there, Heidi. Heidi perks up and offers a very sweet smile and wave. She is practically glowing. She's delighted playing with the dog.
She does a lot of gardening too.
Oh, how about that? Well, did you kids want anything to... She kind of glances over at the clock. Did you kids eat lunch?
No, we just had breakfast before work,
All right, well, I'll see what I can put together for you. How about that?
Sure, yeah. I do have to kind of pop out for about like 2 hours, so it's alright if she just stays here before we head back. I gotta do something for the boss.
It's kind of a brow quirk.
He'll walk over and whisper into his mom's ear, something big. Might actually be getting a promotion.
All right, if you need to leave for a little bit, I don't see why she couldn't stay. Still looks kind of perplexed.
Just like an hour or two. I'll be right back.
It'll be after lunch though, so it's fine.
I bet it will. Reaches over and like ruffles your hair.
Just grin, flicks out his phone, looks at Lizzie's number, going, "Oh, this is going to be painful."
And yeah, she will your mom thankfully will actually call out to Heidi and ask her if she wants anything in particular, kind of call her into the kitchens and start chattering with her, with Bubba like right around her heels the whole time. Weirdly enough, it only takes a time or two from Heidi and he stops jumping entirely. He just keeps twining around people's feet.
He just kind of watches for a while, smiling.
But yeah, they will natter while your mom is making sandwiches. Fabulous sandwiches. A lot of sandwiches.
He'll get on the phone, like texting first, and yeah, he sucks at the breath as he messages her. He goes, "Hey, I know this is a bad time, and I know I left on a note. Did you ever do that thing with Carla's dad for me? And we should hang out soon if you want to do that as well." Like, closes his eyes, like,
And there will be a moment. Pardon. It's not quite as fast as it used to be, but after a bit of a pause, there will be messages back that are like, "Yeah, I thought I told you." Um, because don't forget you have an envelope of new photos.
yeah, no, it's only I know out of character. It's just that with all the stuff that happened to Anton recently, his mind is a bit fucking jarred.
Yeah, she just kind of goes, "Yeah, I thought I gave you a heads up."
Oh, sorry. Mind's spaced. I'm a bit all over the place at the minute.
Well, let me switch because this is weird. Even though she is not physically there, it's just weird to have your mom's face come up while you're talking to your girlfriend. Well,
Yes.
ex-girlfriend. Oh my god, where'd the photo go? What is my life right now? There she is. Come on, there we go. So yeah, the answers are like, well, I did say it'd be nice to hang out. Are you doing okay?
I'm alright. Kind of that, that text tone where you're like, I'm alright, but like it's pretty fucking obvious he's not. You know what I mean?
Just replies back with, when do you want to meet up?
Whenever. I have a friend from work over, so I'm kind of a bit tied down at the minute, but I can sneak off for an hour or two.
And she will name one of the places you guys used to hang out. With a
Yeah.
question mark.
Sure. We send back and look up and the food.
Yep.
And he just nodded at his mom, going like, "I'll be back." She can see he's in a rush essentially.
She still looks kind of bemused, but doesn't stop you.
He'll jog, out to the car, double check the photos that he has. He's like, perfect. And then we'll drive to that place.
And yeah, sure enough, Lizzie's car will be there. This is the we'll go with this is the one that's the clearing. Doesn't require a bunch of climbing, just a bit of a slog through some brush. So in this case, Lizzie will be sitting, leaning back with her butt propped against the hood of her car.
Hey,
Hey,
you look alright.
well, good makeup works wonders. What's up?
Nothing. Just thinking.
Now what?
A lot of things. What about you?
He shrugs. Signing up for classes. I don't know. I've been doing a lot.
Yeah. Take it you told everybody?
No.
No? Surprised?
Like I said before, I thought at least we could hang out a couple times before I have to go, and I didn't want it to be weird.
It's gonna be weird either way. I mean, not to say that we're not gonna hang out or anything. Just,
Seems kind of weird to tell the world. Bleh. Seems kind of weird to tell the world you they. Bleh. I can't word. Seems kind of weird to tell the world you broke up and then, like, I don't know, show up at a party together or be seen off doing whatever.
no. Sound logic.
Kind of a little shrug.
Look down a bit awkwardly.
Yeah, she's studying her hands.
So to make it easier on you, do you want me to deliver these photos to that guy? So you're not doing my work for me?
I mean, I could, but shrugs. It's not like, I don't know. It's not like you need me to do it.
I can do it. Just give me a number and I can get in contact with him. It'll be easier rather than have you run around doing stuff for me.
I mean, he's practically got a seat reserved for him at the diner. He's easy to catch there.
I'll stop by.
Yeah.
Looks
She
down
finally,
again. Like,
she finally just kind of holds out a hand.
you take it.
Yeah, just to kind of coax him closer and yeah, take a hold of his hand. I mean, that doesn't have to be weird like this. I figure, I mean, it's not really gonna matter till I'm gone anyways, right?
What you mean?
It's stupid. Never mind.
What, Lizzie?
I just figured if it has to be like this, it only has to be like this because I'm going, right?
Gives her a stare, like, slowly.
So until I leave, I thought things could be kind of normal.
Aren't they normal?
Don't feel normal. Tugs on his hand to like pull him over closer.
What am I supposed to do? You're going to New York.
Yeah, but I'm not gone yet.
True. But doesn't stop me from feeling something. As much as I want you to chase your dreams, does hurt. Hurts that I can't follow you.
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
No, but this is kind of selfish. I should just go home.
You keep hold of her hand. What's wrong with being selfish?
Kind of looks up at him a little bemused.
Look, maybe the day after we had our big emotional breakdown is a bit awkward, yes? That doesn't mean I don't want to spend time with you. Doesn't mean we're gonna not go to a party. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna see you till you leave. It's just maybe the day after is still a bit awkward for me. For both of us.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean things are changing.
And she kind of licks her lips and nods a bit. Gives his hand a bit of a squeeze, but kind of loosens up her grip. Essentially intending to, like, let his hand go.
Mush, he'll just look down at it, watches her retract the hand.
Yeah, she's not exactly yanking it away. She just kind of, I don't know. She gives that little bit of a squeeze, kind of maybe trying to convey she understands, whatever the case, but loosens up her grip so she's not like holding you there.
What did you want, Lizzie? And I don't mean to sound asshole-ish, but what did you want me coming out here?
I just wanted to spend some time with you. Like we've barely seen each other for a while now.
Work's been crazy.
Yeah. I know.
Family life's been crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad, just
Just what?
miss you.
I miss you too. Just things kind of got a bit haywire and out of my control. Realized a few things about myself that I don't like.
It's only a bit of a squint. Like what?
It's nothing.
Look, I know shit's been crazy and it's sometimes you overthink stuff, Anton. And you worry too much. I mean, it's not a bad thing to sit back and think about the consequences of your actions or what they could mean, but she kind of gives a shrug. I think sometimes you judge yourself too harshly.
There's a time where I might have agreed with you, but fortunately not now.
I wish I could convince you otherwise.
Don't worry yourself about it.
I mean, I do.
You shouldn't.
No? I give a shit, so. Shrug.
Look off to the side. You shouldn't worry about me, Lizzie.
Sounds like a very you thing to say.
I mean it.
Well, sadly you can't really stop me, so I'll keep worrying.
Even in New York?
Yeah, especially in New York.
Why?
She finally gives a faint grin. Reaches out, grabs his hand again. Just briefly gives it a squeeze. Well, who's gonna keep you out of trouble?
I can keep myself out of trouble. Besides, I can handle myself. Different worlds and all that.
He kind of quirks a brow. I guess. But you're still good people, Anton. And I don't feel like there are a lot of people around to remind you that.
Well, something I gotta work on, I guess.
You could just start believing it yourself. Again,
Ah,
kind of playfully grinning.
it's too easy. That'd be too easy.
It would. It'd be too easy. Way too easy.
Besides, you got your whole life ahead of you. You don't need to worry about me.
I mean, in theory, we all do, so I don't see how that even weighs into it.
Well, let's put this realistically. Go to college, spend a couple of years there, move there, properly.
What makes you think I'd never come back here? I mean, it's not my ideal place to live, maybe, but my folks are here.
Yeah, when you eventually do come back here, it'll be years after that.
I'm gonna be back for holidays and stuff, Anton.
Are you?
Yeah.
I know how it goes.
I know. I know. I got it. Just,
Just what?
like I said, I just kind of figured, at least up until I left, didn't really have to call it dead in its tracks.
Oh, what?
Us?
What makes you think of halted the dead in its tracks?
I don't know, the way you were talking the other night, it sounded like you were.
You're going to New York, Lizzie. It's not like you're going down the road to a community college. What am I supposed to do? I know how it is. And it's fine. I get that. And we'll have our time together. But you're going to New York.
I know.
You meet all your fancy new friends, and I know what'll happen.
He just goes back to just kind of looking down at her hands.
And the fact that you don't try and deny it,
Just kind of hurts that you have that little faith in me, but
it's not
gives a shrug.
it's not having faith about faith. It's being realistic. We're 18. 18, 17, that age. A shrug. We're not engaged to be married. We're not moving in together. It's not about having little faith in you. I wouldn't be mad at you if you did.
Kinda would rather you would be.
If I could follow you, I'd be mad. But I can't. If I knew we'd be able to be actually together, I'd be mad. In fact, I'd be so mad I'd probably curb stomp the guy. But I can't. Can I?
No, I guess not. Decided to stay. I wish you hadn't. I understand why you have to, but
What am I meant to do? Abandon my mom?
like I said, I understand why you can't.
But
Well, you said a second ago, what's wrong with being selfish? I know better, but it doesn't mean I don't wish it was different.
Yeah, well. Why do you think I have little faith in you then when I wish it was different, but I know better?
Because it wouldn't go that way if it wasn't. Never mind. I'm going home. And then he died dramatically. Pretty sure his computer told him to go fuck himself. Oh, you survived. Mostly. Oh, there you are. I don't hear you, but I see you.
Boo.
There
you
we go.
Sound. My microphone had a bit of a shit. All the technical difficulties today.
You are.
Okay.
That's okay. You're back.
Yes. No, just my sound cut out. Did she say she was going home?
Yeah, she's just kind of shaking her head and going to starting to push herself up. Like I should go home
Why?
because we're just arguing. It's not helping anything.
What? So what? We can't argue now.
She kind of looks at him in confusion.
What? You didn't like what I had to say? Seems a bit unfair.
Are you trying to fight with me?
What do you mean trying to fight with you?
You've never talked to me like that before.
Talk to you like what?
Like you're looking down your nose at me.
Can I take a rage?
Can.
Oh yeah, because like in his head he hasn't been. You know what I mean?
Naturally.
He's been trying to do, in his head he's been trying to do the right fucking thing and be, do you know what I mean? And not hurt her feelings and do, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think and then as plus as emotional trauma as that, I think it's justified to take a rage.
Yeah. No, I'll let you take a rage for it. It's something that would probably hit him just the wrong way. That is totally fine.
I'm sorry?
And yeah, she will, of course, naturally become more uncomfortable and go to nudge up from where she's leaning against the car hood. I shouldn't have made you come out here. I'm sorry.
Oh, hang on now. Go back. I'm looking down my nose at you.
I'm not going to fight with you, Anton. She is
But it's
pointedly
okay.
like going through disengaging motions, like she is trying to get a little distance,
I
like
mean,
heading towards the car
He
door.
hasn't followed her or anything. He's just kind of standing there. You know what I mean? Like a quaking mass of rage.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's okay. Then try to duck out.
What do you want me to do?
Seems a bit fucked up, don't you think?
I'm not.
I mean, I get it. You know, I can't afford to go to fucking New York and all that, right? And I'm not some pretty boy college kid who can do whatever the fuck he wants.
It's not about affording anything. And if I was going to go pick pretty boys, I wouldn't have been dating for ages now.
I mean, it's fine, you know. I have to make a big decision, and you have to make a big decision. I just want to do right by you, but no, I'm looking down my nose at you.
Anton, you're scaring me.
Why? How the fuck am I scaring you? I haven't moved. Have I done anything?
There's a little head shake.
Fine. Cool.
I'm sorry.
Don't fucking worry about it. You know, as he kind of kicks the dirt, kind of, you know, not at her. He kind of will turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, again, he's not actually displaying an aggressive motion at her. If you get me, it's more like at the situation itself. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is true. But high rage manifests in that the things he does will
course.
seem a lot more aggressive than they are.
Oh, of course. Again, but like he's making the poignant effort not to direct like a full force of his rage. It's almost like he's definitely directing it somewhere away from her, you know?
It really wasn't fair of me to ask you to come out here like the next day.
It's fine. It's fine. But go home. Don't worry about it. It's only just fucking me. You know, as he's walking towards the car.
And she takes a moment, kind of screws up a little bit of her nerve, and just says, "Why would you make it sound like I don't care about you? Why would you do that?"
You glitched right at the poignant bit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
no, what?
Why would you make it sound like I don't care about you? Why would you do that?
Look over. Because apparently I look down on you.
You can't get mad at me for the way that you're speaking to me. That's not fair.
The way I'm speaking to you?
You're still doing it.
What am I speaking like? By asking you a question?
Just shakes her head faintly.
What? What have I done? That's so fucking bad.
You told me I should go. And so I let you talk me into this, and now you're mad at me. I don't want to leave you here. I thought we were going to go together. But things have changed, and you still want me to go. You still think I should go. So why are
Yeah.
you mad at me?
Because you're going. Because you have to go. I can't be mad that things change. I still think you should go. I still think you should do what I still think you should chase that dream. I can't be mad that I can't do it with you.
You haven't been attacking a situation, Anton. You've been saying things to me.
Right.
This wasn't us both railing about the same thing. This kept being things that were pointed at me. And I don't blame you for being mad, but we've never felt like that before, and I don't want to start now.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. I thought we'd just come out here and do what we usually do, just have some time away from things. But you don't seem to be out here to get away from it. You're still just stuck in it.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that my life is so fucking shit.
You know I'd help you with anything if you'd let me.
I can't.
Why not?
Different worlds. See?
That doesn't mean I can't help you.
You've got a whole bright future ahead of you.
What if I want to say fuck it?
No. No. I'm not worth that.
That's something we've never agreed on.
I'm not worth you throwing your life away.
She finally kind of just plants her back against the driver's side door, leaning back on it. Hands coming up over her face, briefly rubbing at it. Remember when we come up here and just talk about how we couldn't wait to get away from it?
Yeah. I know. But I can't. You can.
Oh. Well, I'm not exactly disappearing off the face of the planet, Anton. So, if you get to a place where you feel like we can just sit out and talk and stuff like we used to, let me know, and I'll take some of those photo prints with me. Because she kind of jerks her head offside a bit, like it's just kind of a general over there gesture. with all the galleries and stuff they have. Maybe I can still help a little.
Alright.
I really wish you'd let me help more.
I do too.
You can't even tell me why.
You don't want to know.
There's a tense little expression, but kind of shakes her head. I'll have to take your word for it, I guess.
What do you want from me, Lizzie?
Nothing that's fair to ask, I guess.
What you mean?
She again is just kind of lightly shaking her head, like convincing herself of something.
Can I pee in the ear?
Yeah, you totally can.
Four.
Yeah. She had hoped, like, obviously had hoped things would go far, far different at this little meeting, this little meetup, what have you. And it has gone so dramatically off the rails from everything she had hoped that she's just kind of struggling. Like, you can practically see her realizing that for all that you said, it doesn't have to be this way or that way. It kind of clearly does, because this is not going well. And it's killing her, and she doesn't want to leave. Like, she obviously doesn't want to get in the car, or she would have by now. But she's kind of trying to convince herself that it's almost the kinder thing to do to just let you alone. Because after all, you don't usually respond to her presence or her conversation with anger. And there's probably some self-blame in there. No small helping of self-blame.
Takes a breath. You want to know?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I do.
I mean, it'll probably come out soon anyway.
Just kind of squints. Very concerned. Like, this isn't fear for her own sake or anything like that. She just looks worried.
Found one of the bodies. Found a dead body.
And she... You know, it's kind of a shocked expression and an immensely sympathetic expression.
Gets my mid-up dice ready. Oh, I thought you fucking crazy son
Do
of a
it.
bitch. I spent a willpower because fuck me.
Sell it.
Ugh. Ooh,
That's
with
still
charm.
pretty. No,
3.
4 with charm. Well, yeah, honestly, you're trying to kind of win her back, so I'll give you charm because of the situation, regardless of the fact that the lie itself is not charming. Trying to win her around, so.
Bear attack or some shit.
Oh God.
Had to run.
She's almost immediately there's a shift in posture, carriage. Like she actually finally, she almost immediately pops up off where she's been leaning again, kind of reaching out a hand and kind of approaching.
He doesn't take his hands out of his jacket. And maybe I haven't been sleeping well since it happened. And then stuff about my dad. And just that body just keeps appearing and it's some fucking bear attack. Just so fucking primal.
And when you don't offer out a hand, she just kind of cleanly deviates, sets it up not on your shoulder, but like up on the side of your arm. Hey. Could have told me.
They want to talk about it. They want to think about it.
Sorry.
Just thought. Just forget and
Hey. Well, we can still go sit for a little bit if you want. We don't have to talk about things. We don't have to talk about anything. We can just.
I'm sorry I'm angry.
I'm sorry I didn't ask why. I didn't really. I just knew something was off.
It's not you.
I've still got a little time.
He just kind of just puts his head against her shoulder.
And all she needs is the little bit of a cue, and yeah, she. Is he doing it from like the side or from the front?
Front.
Yeah, she just lifts her arms and immediately hugs him in. Pops her chin up on his shoulder.
It wasn't my fault.
Of course it wasn't your fault.
It's just there. It just wasn't my fault.
Oh, of course not. Alright, Anton, no, it's a terrible thing to see, but there's nothing you could have done about that.
Just wasn't my fault, that's all.
You can feel the light, like, very, like that reassuring little head shake of, no, of course not. And she just keeps him hugged in tightly. It wasn't your fault, hon.
Just wanted to help, that's all.
Of course you do. She finally, turns her head just a little bit to the side, picks it up again, starts stroking one of the hands through his hair. I just want to help. So busy of taking care of everyone else. I don't have any time left for you.
Yeah, well. Just angry, that's all.
It'll be okay. We'll manage. I know it's stupid, but if you ever do need to get away, I know we're not supposed to be out here by ourselves, but you can always sneak into this stupid attic if you ever want company.
Until you go.
Okay?
As often as I can before you leave.
Yeah, I know you have to take care of your family. Just don't forget to take care of you all the time. Cut yourself a little slack.
I won't.
Okay.
You should get going.
Yeah. Well, I'm just at the other end of the phone if you need someone to talk to. I don't care how bad it is. You can talk to me.
Yeah. See you soon.
She'll turn around to give him a kiss on the temple. He's got his head down and all. Gives him
He'll look
another
up.
squeeze.
He'll look up so it hits his lips, essentially.
She will initially be a little startled, so it becomes the most rapid peck. But she'll go back for it. She's not going to get deep down and dirty with him right here, right now on the side of the road, but she does give him, a firm kiss on the lips and another squeeze. All right. I'll be nearby. Here, give me the photos.
Hands him over.
I can do this much.
All right.
Okay. Take care of yourself. When's the last time you ate? Kind of peers at him.
About an hour ago.
Oh. Well, there you go.
He'll kind of put his hand on his arm. I mean, I've upped my strength. He's bigger.
He is. She can tell. Took a lot more effort to hug this time. Used to be smaller around. In the shoulder department.
He's getting all stocky and built like a brick shit house.
Okay. Well, keep taking care of yourself and give me a call when you're free. She tucks a bit of hair behind her ear. Finally kind of awkwardly goes to turn for the car.
Just watches her leave.
And yeah, she will take the couple strides back to the driver's side door, pop it open. And yeah, as she's getting in, you can see her leaning over to put the envelope in the side seat. And when she's settled and buckled and all that, she'll glance up, offer a bit more of a normal smile and a little wave, and go ahead and turn the car on.
Yep, watches her drive away.
Mm-hmm.
looks up at the sky, going, "Jesus Christ, I can't keep lying." Lets out a long breath. Looks down at his phone because it's still the middle of the fucking day.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep, looks down at his phone then, like, oh, somebody messaged me with some form of fucking good news.
You'll have a message from Suzanne.
Clicks it open.
Oh yeah, and it's basically, so I'm clear to have Heidi over for a week, and Dad's only going to be around for a couple days, so we're good.
Just text back, cool.
How are you guys holding up?
She was with my mom for a bit. I had to do some errands.
Okay. Well, if you want to avoid my dad, you can, or
I'll meet him.
you get the little gasp face.
Could use something positive today.
Okay, well, if you guys want to come hang out, I'm gonna start on dinner soon. I'm actually doing something that requires prep and stuff.
I'll go get her. I had to. Lizzie wanted to talk.
Oh.
We had an argument.
Are you okay?
I'll be all right.
Good, frowny face.
I'll be okay. I promise.
Extra frowny face.
Stared down at the phone.
Watching you.
I'll
Like, better be, in all caps after that.
be fine. I promise. Okay. Katie,
Hmm?
as he's getting back into the car, has the other phone actually gone off at all? When I check it.
You will see if you pull it out and actually take a look at it.
Yep.
It's starting to get on low battery at this point. But there are some missed calls, but they're all unknown or restricted numbers.
Any text messages?
Actually, there will also be a missed call from from Mr. Thompson, and a number of messages from Mr. Thompson as well.
Or the messages of Mr. Thompson saying,
It's basically like, you get the impression, having seen her with him earlier, especially the content of the text messages, you get the impression that she was essentially either temping or acting as a secretary for him, something like that. So it's questions about a handful of, projects he's got going on, asking about the photos, and eventually like being like, "Are you ignoring me? Where are you?" Et cetera, et cetera, and finally being like, "I'm starting to get very worried about you. I'm calling your parents." It's that kind of thing. It's been what, a day or two?
day or two, yeah. 2 days now, yeah.
So it's okay. So not I'm calling your parents, but if I don't hear from you soon, I'm going to have to call your parents to make sure you're okay.
Nods to himself. He will go back to the end of the car because we're parked in very nice and secluded. He's going to take out the satchel. I got some time before I go collect the mighty Heidi.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll sit in the car and put the satchel on the passenger seat and just begin to comb my way through it, staring down at the phone as well.
Most of it is paperwork. Some of them are actual papers, like obviously written by students. I imagine the thing that'll stand out the most to him as he's flipping through is the first kind of envelope of photos is in there.
Takes the photos out.
Yeah. And if you pop the thing open and look, it's all the ones that Suzanne picked out the first time. Or actually, it's a couple of them. Again, most of them though are the ones. It's the one or two that had the really dramatic lighting to give a certain impression, and then the ones of the couple of the ones from, inside dilapidated old buildings, and at least one of like a significant landmark taken from an unusual angle. Like, sure, you could Google the place and see a million pictures of it with people in the way and shit, but this one's actually, showing another side, showing more of the surroundings, what have you. But yeah, it's Suzanne's photos.
Just internally screamed. So fucking loudly.
The loudest of internal screams rips across the gauntlet. Definitely getting the impression of like secretary style work.
Killed this fucking secretary. I killed this fucking secretary. What else is there?
There are a handful of things that are like her own. You begin to recognize that based on the fact that like in a notebook and this, it all has the same handwriting, that it's hers. There's some stuff where she's studying up on like local legends. She seems to have a lot of interest in, as you skim through, a lot of interest in like local legends, mythologies, superstitions, stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Begins to poke his way through. Was there a laptop in this satchel at all?
Well, initially I was not planning to say yes. Logically speaking, someone doing what she does at her age, yeah, probably.
I'm gonna flick open the laptop.
You flick open the laptop. There's a password. Yeah, you get to it like opens to that little opening screen where it's like, oh, here's your little icon. All right, enter your password.
Of course, password locked. That's what he says to himself, looking around. It's fine. Close it back down the laptop. We can work with that. It's fine. We can work with that. Yeah, once you comb through all the stuff, what specifically in the local superstition things is she actually looking for? Is there any particular thing that she zones in on? That's more of a narrowing.
There's a handful in Virginia that she has lately been taking notes on. Like, there's a certain bridge, there's a certain this, there's, and it's not even like the big stuff that everyone knows about. It's like, oh, well, if you go down this street at night, you'll see this. Like, it's all sorts of little shit. But she's also touched on, like, if you're really going to sit here and dig, like, through her notebooks and whatnot. Like, she's done at least cursory research on a lot of the big stuff. And that does include things like, are various mythological creatures real? How would they function in the modern world? Kind of the cryptozoology stuff. She seems to really dig it. Like the whole theory that, like, sure, this could have existed, maybe. It could even potentially still exist. But you're not seeing anything there. Like, there is stuff on werewolves. But none of it is necessarily looking especially deep.
He leans back in the chair. I killed this dirty secretary.
Yeah, you did. Killed the shit out of her.
He just rubs his face. He even says that I killed his nerdy secretary. Oh my fucking god, I'm going to hell. Oh, and she seemed... Oh, look at her. She looks so nice. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Gonna take a step out of the car. He's gonna take the SIM out of the phone. He's gonna fuck the phone down in the fucking the fucking canyon.
You throw a phone off the edge of the road and down the mountain it tumbles.
But I have taken the SIM out of the card.
Yeah, you've taken the SIM card.
Kind of fold it up and put back in the glove box, that type of thing, to get that later.
Mm-hmm.
And you take the notepad and all her books. You fuck that over the thing as well.
The whole satchel, pretty much.
Part of the laptop and any important files she has in Suzanne's fucking photos.
I mean, are you literally reading through everything? Because you will be here a very long time.
Oh, I thought it was done. No, then he'll keep it here. No.
Yeah,
no.
I'm giving you like a skim idea. Like you could totally huck things like the kids' papers and stuff over the side without an issue.
Sorry, guys.
Her notebooks and stuff. Like
No,
there's
he
a
doesn't-
lot of
he,
notes.
he fucks the kids' papers because fuck you, colleagues' exams.
Yeah,
no,
there's a lot of like obnoxious paperwork in there. There's obviously stuff she was meant to go copy.
Was there
Blah.
any stuff related to that girl he saw
What Curly saw?
outside the school? The one with the tattoos, the grumpy one.
I mean,
Rebecca.
not at a glance. No.
It's not. If he doesn't see it, you fuck the papers over.
Yeah.
And keep the rest in the boot. Fuck the license plates too.
It all just goes sailing down the fucking mountainside.
Yep.
Papers flutter everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll close the boot door, keeping the rest of the stuff in. And he will drive back to collect the mighty, the legendary Heidi.
Yay!
So he'll kind of walk in.
Yep, you drive home. No issue. Your mom and Heidi are outside. Hilariously, like you see them off to the side of the house, or off to the side of the house, and Heidi is gesturing grandly, at various portions of the yard. Her mom's kind of nodding and listening, and seems kind of bemused by her enthusiasm. Bubba, of all things, is doing the most uncharacteristic thing he's ever done. He's just kind of laying sedately there alongside Heidi, just chilling. But yeah, she's like flailing her arms around and gesturing to different parts of the yard and getting enthusiastic about something. Who knows?
Yeah, he just walks up to the two of them. You two are getting along well.
And your mom just kind of looks at her and she's like, Heidi is very convinced that we would do well with the garden. Heidi is nodding emphatically.
I mean, I trust her judgment. She seems to be doing her job well at work.
Well,
It's almost like I planned to send her here.
well, I suppose short of getting me to actually leave the house, you could give me a garden to work on.
There you go.
She just kind of shoots that little look like, I see how it is. But, teasingly. Well, alright, you two. I'm gonna head inside and I guess I'm looking up vegetables. It's kind of like, what is my life kind of expression as she turns to go inside.
He'll grin. Her and I are heading over to her friend's house. I'll be back to make sure that Christine is, I'll make sure that I'm home.
She nods a couple times like that's a good plan. And yeah, she goes ahead and heads inside. She will pause to call Bubba and he promptly starts his romping.
He'll lean over towards his mom because you know what? He's honest with his family about the girls he dates. I'm not dating her, by the way.
Oh, good. It was starting to look like quite the harem, honey.
She's a friend from work. She looked a bit lost and she just needed a friend.
All right.
I am dating a girl, though.
I'm trying to remember.
Spanish.
You already told your mom you broke up with Lizzie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just earlier?
Told her. Yeah, told her earlier.
Sorry. You've told a number of people things in this, and I'm kind of dopey brained at the moment.
Shut up, Lord. I have to lie. But yes. What he will say is, we're not quite dating, but I know.
All right.
Suzanne. Susie.
She kind of like looks over, gives you the concerned mom look, the very patented, proven concerned mom look. Now she seems like a sweet girl, but you watch out. I've heard she's trouble. That's right. That just happened in your life.
No, Anton's near reply going, "Oh yes, she." They was, you know what I mean? He was about to, like, in the back of his head. You know what I mean?
He dies inside just a little bit.
He was about to Freudian slip, but yeah, nods. Oh no, that's a load of hogwash anyway. She's lovely.
Another skeptical mom look, but she shrugs, accepts it, heads on inside.
Nods, looks over at his companion.
You know that thing Heidi does where she's suddenly right fucking there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh! He trips over Bubba.
It trips over Bubba, who was on his way through the door.
Next to her, like, ugh! Heidi, don't do that.
Don't do what?
Appear right there.
She like reaches out, like snags up your arm, like hooks the whole arm. But I feel safe by you.
Looks in the window. Probably
It's like a little koala.
Looks
Thankfully,
in
your mom has gone inside and is actually doing a thing, so the window is clear.
Well, I'm glad you feel safe by me. Why don't we go to the car?
Okay.
We're gonna meet Suzanne's dad, and you lean down. You can stay there for, you can stay there.
Okay.
Come on. Moves as quickly as can so he doesn't get the fucking judging mom looking like, I see you in your fucking ways.
She flits into the passenger seat, you flit into the driver's seat, and you are free. Free in the wind, the breeze.
Speed down the laneway. I'm safe. And
Safe from your mother's judging gaze. For now.
And yeah, I'll pull up to Sue's accused house.
Yeah. As you pull up, yeah, the semi is there, off to the side of the house in that cleared area where nobody parks because that is where the semi goes. So the semi is pulled in, and obviously doesn't have a trailer hitched or anything, but apparently he actually owns the rig. And yeah, as you both pop out of the car, the first thing that will hit your nose is not necessarily the smell of cooking meat, but you can tell there's a grill going. Like you can kind of get that burning acrid smell as someone has lit coal and is letting it get to a certain point.
Oh yeah, doing the proper barbecue, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll look over at Heidi. Proper barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Smile at her as he's walking towards the door.
And Heidi follows chipper-like along, like she do.
Knocks on the door very politely.
And you'll hear the no, I got it. I've got it. Just type of thing. Like some fussing back and forth from what you assume is the direction of the kitchen. And the door will open. And there stands Carl. The mountain of a man.
Mr. Jeffries?
Oh, that's right. She did say some of y'all were coming over. Come on.
Nods.
He stands out the way, holds the door.
Yep. Anton swaggers in.
Naturally, there is at least a very brief exchange as Heidi flashes him just that, big smile, because he's no one to her. Like, doesn't seem to bother her at all. But yeah, it's the very chipper, and he just kind of nods and smiles because, oh, look, she's so sweet. And yeah, he lets y'all in. And just kind of gestures over. Suzanne's in the kitchen.
Just nods. Well,
walk in very casually again. The epitome of smiling.
Oh yeah. And for what it's worth, he deviates off into the living room because for now, his job has not yet begun. He's got to wait for that coal to actually like burn through properly.
Walks in.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Suzanne is in there doing her darndest. Because as has been proven, she is not necessarily the most well studied of cooks, but she seems to have an idea of what she's doing. She hasn't like lobbed off her thumb yet in the process of chopping vegetables and whatnot. Oh, hey, you didn't text me. Like, like that little like, oh god.
She said, come over.
Yep. There's like kind of the slight glance towards the living room. Go good?
I mean, he said hi.
Oh, okay. Good. Fuck.
I mean, I figured if he didn't want to come in, me to come in, I wouldn't be in.
Nope.
There you go then. Grins at her. Besides, I'm a polite guy.
She shoots you a little glance up. Like the chopping has to pause because she's chopping fine enough that like, yeah, she can't chop and look away at the same time. But she just shoots you a little like,
Just plants a kiss on her cheek.
and she smiles and goes back to what she's doing. So everything go okay?
Do you have fun, Heidi?
Heidi's nodding emphatically. Heidi has also kidnapped like an entire fucking carrot, and is just kind of munching on it.
She seemed to have a good time.
And Susan kind of like pops a glance up at the crunching noise, like, well, that is one less carrot that she has to chop. Shrugs. Hey, as long as y'all are good. You find much to get up to?
Went out and did a few things. She got fat off of waffle.
Well, that's the way to do it. Waffles are quality shit.
Garden with my mom.
Oh?
And Bubba.
Well, of course.
Yeah, apparently she's the only one who can make them. Actually, can. It's really eerie. No, everything's good. Pretty chill. I mean, I had to pop out for a bit, so.
Yeah. Because you did. Yeah, you did mention her in the text. So yeah, she just kind of nods like, yeah. Like, okay?
He'll raise the hand and do like the shake,
It's kind of a sympathetic little wrinkle of the nose. Well, as long as you're okay. Another side glance.
She still wants to hang out and stuff like that.
She shrugs. Of course she does.
Oh no, I'm not disputing it. It's just that's out of breath.
And she finally finishes, chopping her way through this carrot. And, picks up a hand and reaches over and kind of rubs, the upside of your arm, just kind of rubbing like mid-arm to shoulder. Like, hey.
You're cool with that?
I mean, yeah. Honestly. Like I said, I'm kind of getting the boss end of this deal already. I kind of never expected you guys to break up at first, so.
Huh. Turns out I might actually be able to get you and your photos both with Mr. Thompson, and when she goes to New York, one of the galleries there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of the lips kind of gonna do like, But she'll still tug on your shirt to force you down so she can give you a peck on the cheek.
He does. So, what have you told your dad about me?
That we're such good friends.
I haven't told him we're dating.
I mean, he did just get home.
I thought you would have mentioned it. No, that's fine. I just,
Oh,
I go on.
don't you be
No,
that way with me.
no, it's fine. No, I
Hey,
understand.
hey, I think I'm doing pretty well for starting as your dirty little secret.
I mean, I just, did all this stuff for you, no, it's fine.
I got an idea place to stay.
You did? No, it's just a little thing. No, it's noted. Noted in the memory bank.
Would you like me to go tell him no? I could go do that right now.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm just a polite guy.
She's got a little bit of a grin going.
I mean, he knows me before, so.
Well, yeah, but you know the classical reaction Daddy has to finding out that someone's dating their little girl.
Grins over. What?
I told you there were guns in the house. What do you want from me?
Why he's gonna try to
Still
shoot me?
grinning fiercely.
Why he's gonna try to shoot me?
Oh no, they don't. They don't. Have you ever watched TV? Jesus,
Why, you gonna do the bad boys thing?
the bad boys thing.
Yeah, where I stand outside and get the guns and be like, yo, why you did my daughter and all that shit.
No, it's just a very, very pleasant, one-on-one, man-to-man conversation
We can
about
do that.
exactly how many bullets they can put in how fast if you make their little girl sad, and I thought I would spare you that.
Doesn't mind me. Man's gotta, take care of his own. I don't mind that. I won't be fazed by it. I respect it.
Okay, well, I will at least tactically bring that up over dinner.
Just grin and lean over. Don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about. Just say with this odd confidence, like, it's cool.
I mean, it's not that I think things will go terribly awry. It's why not err on the side of caution? Worst he'll do is choke
Or-
on a steak a little, at least
Or
initially.
I could be happy for you.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, it's not like we're doing anything untoward.
Oh, no, nothing.
Nope. I'm still a virgin.
She chokes. She fucking just straight chokes.
I mean, I'm assuming you are too.
Oh, you bet your ass I am.
Well, there you go. Then we're not doing anything until we come to the appropriate age, like responsible adults. Boops her nose.
Shakes her head like, oh my god.
Oh, you think I don't know this game? I know this game very well.
I mean, I feel like everyone's
I
at least
am-
peripherally
I
aware.
am the game.
Sigh like, oh my god.
Say very confidently,
Okay. All right, but you asked for it. I'll let me finish this first. At least, is that okay? Can I get to a stopping point?
I'll allow it.
Oh well, thank you, sir. Like very, very cheekily, some oomph in that. Just like, oh well.
Smirks.
Even does a little like mock curtsy, like with your leave.
I'm assuming I'm allowed to drink, right?
She kind of does the hand wobble thing.
If it's not yes, or if it's, I need to clear yes or no, because if it is, I'm probably not better to chance it. Even though alcohol will be fucking amazing right now.
You can just keep in mind how much he sees you drink, because it will form an opinion. But a casual beer is no big deal.
It's better I don't touch it then.
Like I said, casual beer, not a big deal. Points to her own beer bottle sitting, just over there on the counter.
The mood I'm in, it's better I don't touch alcohol.
All right.
He doesn't mind cigarettes, does he?
Nah, you're fine.
He'll pop one in his mouth.
I'm trying to think on whether or
mean,
not Suzanne has smoked this whole time. I don't think she has.
No, she hasn't. Anton's always smoked cigarettes, that's the thing.
No, he does.
Like, he'll even step outside to the back door, like, so it's not coughing up the place as well.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is she'll just kind of like jerk her head towards the door.
Oh, yeah, he's already walking. You know what I mean? He's well used to having to step outside from people's houses to smoke.
Yup. Then yeah, you're good to step outside and have a smoke. And she goes about prepping dinner, and Heidi helps. She actually isn't bad. She's actually pretty helpful, weirdly enough.
You just stand outside smoking away, kind of just almost de-stressing essentially before he has to do this.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
like blowing rage or anything, but just calm.
Chilling the fuck out. At some point, she'll poke out and like give you some like that Southern sweet tea.
Takes a drink of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not quite diabetes in a glass, but it's approaching it as it should be.
I've never had it, so I wouldn't know.
It's just very sweet iced tea. I know it sounds really weird to you, I'm sure, but like that is how we drink it around here.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll come down when he's called in to sit for dinner and all that shite.
And it's one of those things where basically like you can chill out and smoke, and they get whatever vegetables and sides and stuff going in the kitchen, and sooner or later Carl will tromp through, and we'll snag what are actually like baggied steaks. They're like basically all in Ziplocs. Obviously, like chilling in some marinade. And he'll snag all that, snag the various grill implements and whatnot, and go to tromp out. And here's where it gets fun: is that you're chilling on the back porch, you're watching, putting a glance in here and there, and you'll see Suzanne kind of stop him and talk to him for a moment. And there is, a sweet little smile on her face, and he kind of, nods a couple times and processes and does flick a glance or two back towards that back porch, but nods and shrugs, and of course reassures her that you can see the whole like, no, I would never type gestures taking place.
Anton just sucks in the breath like, well, old bean. He lights their cigarette like, here we go.
Oh Lord, I'm trying to decide if I have the fucking mental capacity to play this out word for word, or if I'm just gonna skim it for you.
Don't you dare skim it, Katie.
Oh my God. God damn it. I don't want to, but at the same time I'm like, I don't have a brain.
Do it, Katie.
Oh God. You know what? For this right here, for this magnificent face, I'm gonna need a minute of intermission to slap myself and wake up and hit the bathroom and stuff. So take a brief intermission while I try to fucking find my head, because this has to be done properly and it has to be beautiful. And God, I wish Bob was home, because this would be about 80 times funnier. So give me 1 second. All right. So for this magnificent creature, we'll call a pause so that we can make a proper cameo appearance in this, because this shit gonna be good. This shit gonna be real good. So for now, we all wait in suspense, ass is clenched, because soon comes the ultimate showdown, the greatest battle Anton will face. His girlfriend's dad.